All right, I think we're live.
Hi, y'all.
Hey,
It
everyone.
is time for a Cuddle Conversation, and I'm Sheila Ryan, Cuddle Ambassador for Shannon Fabrics in Texas, and this is my friend.
Yep. Hi, I'm Ajaire. I'm also a Cuddle Ambassador. I'm here in Maryland today. And I know we were having a little trouble getting live on Facebook, so hopefully we're out there for you now. If you're on Facebook watching us, maybe shoot us a comment saying that you're there. Oh, I see you, Jana. So you're on Facebook, I think. So hopefully that means we're actually live on Facebook too. But we're always live on YouTube. So I know a lot of you watch us out from YouTube.
Yes, so we're live on Facebook and YouTube, and Cuddle Conversations is a fun conversation that Ajaire and I have, but it's fun for you also because you guys, when you like and share and comment and interact with us, join our conversation per se, you are entered to win one of the things that we're talking about. Ajaire, what's our prize today? Let's just throw that out there.
Well, today we are going to be talking all about Cuddle Kits. Shannon Fabrics has a ton of different options for kits. We've got big ones, small ones, stuffed animals, which you guys have seen before. So we're going to go through all the different types of kits that they offer. So whoever wins today, we will pick 3 people to win their choice of a Cuddle Kit. So that's a pretty cool prize. There's some really neat kits out there. So kind of keep your eyes open for what you might want to choose if you win today. Don't forget to share, like, and ask questions. We're here to answer your questions all about Shannon Cuddle Kits.
If you've made a kit from Shannon Fabrics, if you bought a pre-cut kit, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you made, how it went, and if you have any questions, like if you had something that you experienced and you're like, okay, what do I do about this next time? This is the time to ask. This is your time, and we want to make sure that you're all taken care of here. Okay, so we got to do some housekeeping stuff first, right, Ajaire? So we need to talk about Cuddle Club. So tell us, do you know about Cuddle Club?
Yeah. We all know about Cuddle Club, right? So if you have not heard of Cuddle Club, you're going to want to reach out to your local quilt shop. They can become a part of the Cuddle Club. It's pretty easy to do. And then it's projects. How many are they? A couple times a quarter? Are they monthly? Do you know,
They're
Sheila?
monthly.
Oh, wow. That's even better than I thought. So you get a monthly project that gives you just some inspiration for working with Cuddle. There's things with quilting Cuddle, things with C3. And so it gives you an excuse once a month to go to your quilt shop and make something great out of Cuddle. So I know the quilt shops have been loving it, this program. And you can find, let's see, where's the link for that? It was out on the website, right? Let me see if I can grab it real quick. I can put it out in the comments.
Yeah, and Cuddle Club, like these are easy projects. So some stores are doing them as where you do it in the store, you make it there. And some are doing it, they're introducing the project and then they're saying, okay, now bring your finished project back next time to Cuddle Club and do it like a show and tell thing. But they're all very easy. But the goal is, the goal is always to sew with Cuddle, right? But the goal is to, with Cuddle, we speak a certain language, right? Because we're working with the fabric that's a little bit different. So to interact with your fellow Cuddle enthusiasts, because we're a special kind of fun, and then also to be inspired to use Cuddle in new ways that you may not have thought of. I can't tell you how many people I talk to that really still are only know about Cuddle on the back of their quilts, and there is that's what we are not going to get anybody to stop doing that, right? But there's other things you can do with Cuddle, and we just can't quit.
And I know some shops have even been packaging up little kits to go along with it that you can purchase the kit right from them. So they've bundled up whatever little kit for the month. And so, that's a great option too. But yeah, I love all those projects. I mean, I'm inspired by those projects too. I know what to do with Cuddle. I do tons of stuff with Cuddle. And still, I'm like, send me what they are each month, because it is fun just to think, I might just whip something else up a little different.
Yes. And if you're somebody who loves that show and tell aspect of that too, and we all kind of need need that validation. We need somebody to tell us, oh, you're doing a good job, or oh, that's really cute. And the miracle of the internet is we can do that in the I Love Cuddle Fabric Facebook group, which we would love everybody to join here, but to do it at your quilt shop too, because you inspire people with the things you make. Even if you don't feel like you're at a certain level, the things that y'all make, I'm talking to our audience here, I'm talking to you, Ajaire, too, but to our audience, things that you make inspire other people in ways that you have no idea where that goes. And so we encourage you to actually get take your thing that you made with you when you go visit your quilt shop and show them what you made. You don't know who you're going to inspire, a younger person, an older person, somebody who's struggling with something.
Yep.
And so, yeah, you have things to share.
Yes. And I know that there's a couple questions about Cuddle Club out in the comments. So someone's asking, when does it actually start? Well, a store can decide to join in at any time. They just are having Jackie over on YouTube, she's saying that there's 3 kits every quarter. So, which was basically one a month, but they're sort of rotating. So if you join in March, it's not like you're starting with January's project and then maybe something that should have been done in January is now being done in March. It's not anything like that. It's just sort of being released 3 a quarter. So you can join anytime. And it's the shops that are joining, not you as an individual necessarily. So it's not for you to sign up to join the Cuddle Club through Shannon. It's for the shops, because we want you guys out at your local shops. If we don't support our local shops, I mean, we all know, or I think we're really starting to get that drilled into our heads. If we don't have those places, we're going to be really missing out. So let's all support the local shops and get out there and do something like join Cuddle Club with them.
Yes, and I love this comment from Ginger. And Ginger, I'm so sorry you don't have a local quilt shop, but that's why we have the Facebook group, right? So we are the virtual community for sharing, for being inspired with your Cuddle projects. So you have 25,000 of your closest friends to cheer you on in the I Love Cuddle Facebook group. It's a private group though, so it's not like we kind of keep the boogie people out.
Yeah, it's a very well curated group. Everybody's super nice in there. If you ever want to feel good about yourself, post one of your projects in that I Love Cuddle
exactly,
because everybody's so supportive and nice.
It is the softest place on the internet.
It really is. It really is. And then again, even these Sew Together lives that we do. So, every Tuesday we come live to you with something, whether it's our Cuddle Conversations like this, where it's just sort of a little less formal version where we can really talk with you people and ask questions of us. Whether it's that or it's the lives where we're sewing live on camera. You can still ask questions and join in with us there, but that can be inspiring for you guys. I know even when I'm not the one doing the live, I enjoy tuning in because I always learn something. Someone's always telling me something I didn't realize or doing something a different way than I do. And it's just always fun. So yeah, any of these ways that we can interact on the internet is great when you don't have a local place. Because I've definitely been there before where I haven't had a local place to go. So I totally get that.
It is. So I love how Denise hasn't heard of Cuddle Club yet. Well, it's because it's new. So you may not have yet. But, when you go to your quilt shop, ask about it. But Denise does have a Cuddle kit, but she's been nervous to start it. And you're in the right place. This is your day. This is your time. So hopefully we'll help you with some tips and some ideas so that you can feel confident to pull that kit out and get started. But first, before kits, like while we're talking about local quilt shops, we want to remind you that for those of you that have a local quilt shop that does carry Cuddle, look at your local quilt shop to see what Cuddle classes they have offered. So on the Shannon Fabrics page, we've got a list of all the classes that are happening. And we've got lots of different kinds of classes. We've got single classes that are like 4 to 6 hours that are workshops, like single day, one project. And then we have event classes that are a 2-day thing. Right now we're doing one with Bernina in collaboration with them with their L890 sergers. And so whether you're a store that's doing, single classes or you want to go to a bigger event kind of class, here's our link to the classes and events, and you can find a store near you. I've had people come to the Cuddle Up with Bernina events and some of the other classes that I've done, and they've come for 3 or 4 hours away. So make a day out of it. There's nothing, it's getting to sew with others at your local quilt shop is worth the trip. Okay. It absolutely is worth the trip. So much fun. Oh my goodness. Y'all,
I thought the same thing.
We could just talk about the questions and we might not even get to kits.
Exactly. I love it.
Okay.
Well, let's start with some kits because a lot of us do that. We see these kits. They're cute. There's a lot of really neat things. And then we get afraid to start with it when we get home. So let's talk kind of about what's in the kits. just so that we can get started on actually doing them once we get home and have bought them from the shop. I'm going to start really quickly with just one of the smaller ones, just to kind of show you guys what's in them. So we have these ones called wee ones. These are teeny little, they make little blankets. I've got some pictures of it. I can pull up one while I'm opening it up. But we've got lots of different sizes of kits, but the wee ones I think are super cute. Let's see, which one is the wee one here? Yep, this is the wee one. So they're 27 by 27 is how they end up. So they're a cute little square, but it is a perfect starter one for you. So if you've never done any of these kind of stitch and flip kits, these are a great entry to that. This one's called Sweet Blooms, but we have a bunch of different ones. We've got some that are, more gender neutral. We've got some ones that are a little fancy, but these are great ones to start with because they're not gigantic. They come out, 27 by 27 is a nice little size, great for a gift, but it walks you through all the steps that most of our stitch and flip kits are going to do. And I just want to open up this box just so you can see what's inside. So this is a different one. This is Forever Friends, but it's the same size kit. But even the bigger kits, they come with these little bundles. So you've got your little fabrics all bundled up in there. And these ones come with everything you need, including strips for the quilt. So it's already got strips that are pre-cut. It's got backing piece. It has binding, and then it does have the pattern inside as well. So let me just pull out and show you the pattern. So you've got a nicely printed pattern, and then I opened it up too quickly so you didn't see the little Made with Love little stick, the tag that comes with it that has the instructions for how to launder it, your project. But they all come with these really nicely printed patterns. And then depending on what the pattern is having you do, those strips that are already pre-cut, it may suggest that you cut them into smaller shapes. So maybe cut the strips in half to make 2 different strips. It's all up to you once you get it home, but it really does sort of hold your hand and walk you through how to do these. We also have a lot of videos out on YouTube for our kits, and we're making a whole bunch more this summer. There's a bunch of us that are tasked with making some more. So if you have a current Cuddle kit that you don't see a YouTube video for out on the Shannon Fabrics YouTube page, keep an eye out because it may be releasing this summer. Because we have a couple little gaps there that we're trying to fill, because sometimes you just want to see someone actually do it before you jump in. But I promise you, these things, they make it so easy when you get these kits home.
When I made my first wee one, I actually was watching a video, and it was an old video, like somebody was on their floor. It was dark. Yeah. It was before we all knew we needed light. But and I'm a professional sewist, right? Like I watched the video to help me do it. But there's no shame in needing your hand held, because there's little things that you don't necessarily think about. And Cuddle it's not our regular quilting fabric. It's a little different. It's a knit. It has a little bit of stretch. It's got the nap. And so all those things come into play. And so having a video, just even if all you do is just skim through it first on, twice the speed, helps get some of those little tips kind of up here so that you know what better to do when you start stitching it together. So I love those itty bitty kits though. And because they're just it's like an appetizer.
It is.
Because
really
and there's so many of those little bitty, the wee ones. And they're also great. I mean, a wee one's great if you've got kids or grandkids at home. That's a great project for the summer too, because it gets them in. And who doesn't want to have a cuddle buddy in-house?
Yes. Yeah, it's a great one because the kids, they don't get bored with it too quickly. If it's a big one, they may decide, I've decided I don't, kids, they want to go run out and play instead. So it's a perfect length of time to get a wee one finished for those younger brains or the rest of us ADHD brains.
Right. The older ones are older brains too. Yeah. So we've got these little bitty kits, and then those are called wee ones. And then we've got a little bit bigger kits.
Yeah, let's see.
Show us some of those, Ajaire.
Okay, so let's see. What do we have here?
And I love that Lisa said videos are kind of like sewing with a friend. They are. They really are.
I'm
That
going to
is.
just pull.
I love this one. This is one
So
of our
this one is a crazy 8 size, which just, you basically end up with 8 strips. It's called Blissful Bouquet, so we don't just have baby things. We definitely have some that are perfect for adults. We have, like I say, many gender neutral styles. Let's see what else we have.
I love that Blissful Bouquet. Oh, the animal prints.
Yes. So the Fab 5, so this is in the Fab 5 collection, which again is just stitch and flip, and we can talk about that a little bit in a minute here, but it's going vertically versus down the quilt horizontally.
Yeah, and if you have used Cuddle on your quilts, like on the backs, you may already have strips laying around, and maybe you have enough strips that you grab a kit with the coordinating strips all in it, but then that may pique your inspiration to dig in your scrap pile and put your strips together, because
Exactly.
I know that y'all hang on to your strips.
We definitely do. So this is another style that I really like. These are called Lullaby. They're the smaller ones. We're back to a little bit of a smaller size here, but they have these little applique cutouts that just give you a chance to do some little applique on those strips on the bottom. You also could applique other things. That's just for inspiration, because then you could applique a name. You could do whatever you want in there. Like Sheila said, it's just a jump off point to have some inspiration for you.
Yeah. And those Lullaby ones are really fun because they do come with your binding, your backing, all of them.
Yes.
The smaller kits have your backing in them. The larger ones are going to tell you on the back, you're going to need to get some batting. And if you're at a store that's got kits, they most likely have the pre-cuts. So you can just grab a coordinating pre-cut for your backing all in once. Anything cut.
Yes.
I see a good question over here. Jana asks, is there a size we should limit Cuddle blankets to? I was thinking about making one in hide for our queen bed, but I wonder if it'd be too heavy since I live in California.
I don't think it's too heavy. I just wouldn't put a heavy batting in there. I feel like you can't go wrong with. We've definitely seen many people have bed-sized Cuddle quilts, and I think it's great. I think they work out great.
They are. I don't think there's a wrong answer there either. And as far as heavy or heat goes, Jana, I live on the surface of the sun in South Texas. Actually, today I live on the surface of the sun. All the humidity too, and I sleep with 3 Cuddle blankets on my bed, big ones, because I love the weighted effect, and I love it's like having my own little stuffed animal with me, except it's my blankies.
Yeah, and for all of these, especially the stitch and flip kinds, you don't need to use a batting if you don't want to. You certainly can. The instructions will be there for either way. But if you're worried about something being too heavy, I would just eliminate the batting and do it without.
Yeah,
works just as well.
Absolutely. And there's a little conversation happening over on the side here too about doing their Cuddle strips on the long arm. And this may be a spoiler alert, but Ajaire, you and Christina Whitney, one of our other Cuddle ambassadors, y'all are going to do like a side-by-side sewing, aren't you? Tell us.
It's not side-by-side. We've split it up into 2 different weeks. But what we're doing is we're going to do this kit here. So this is one of our newer ones. It's called Let Freedom Ring. And it's this beautiful flag strip quilt. And so on June 23rd, I believe it is, that week, that Tuesday, I'm going to do this one live on a regular sewing machine. And then the following week, Christina is going to do that same kit and talk about all the things that she does slightly differently to make that same kit on her long arm. So she does the whole thing on the long arm. So you'll get a chance to see both methods. And if you have a long arm, people love doing those strip quilts on the long arm. And I'm super excited for all of Christina's tips on that. So stay tuned toward the end of this month for that. But if you've been thinking about getting this kit, it's a good time to get your hands on it, because we are going to be having 2 different weeks where we're talking about this specific kit 2 different ways.
And I have seen that in stores. So it is there. If your store doesn't have it, ask them for it. Okay.
Yeah. I know the picture says coming soon, but it's not, it's already available.
So, yeah.
So find it in your stores. And it's big. It ends up, it's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. It ends up 60 inches wide or something. It's quite, it's 58, the width of the fabric. So it ends up being quite big. It's a really nice kit.
You know what? You take that kit to your 4th of July gathering for the kids to sit on for the picnic, or just to decorate the back of your couch for, if it's too hot to go outside, or to go watch the fireworks later and y'all need something snuggly to get under. You're going to be the star of the fireworks show. Nobody's going to be looking at your fireworks. They're going to be your quilt.
For sure. For sure.
So you might want to put an air tag
up underneath it afterward.
Yeah.
When it starts to get chilly.
For sure. Okay. Let's see. So talk about some other kits. Oh, speaking of that, Let Freedom Ring kit. Can I show this one? We have this one's super popular. It is the Home of the Brave kit.
Oh yeah, that one's really huge.
So it's got this beautiful panel, and Ajaire, you may.
I'm gonna put the picture up just briefly, real quick, just
it's
to
got
show.
This beautiful, the eagle print. It's just a panel. It looks really complicated. It's way more complicated looking than it actually is to make.
Oh, everybody's super impressed when they see it, though.
Yeah, and
you'll impress all your friends.
The way you do these strip kits is you start in the middle. So you start with that big panel, right? You got your backing laid out. You put your if you're going to use batting, you put that down, and then you put your big panel in the middle. Or the middle is strip. And then you start adding your rows from the middle out. So that way everything's smooth all the way down. That one is just gorgeous, though. It's got a tiny bit of patchwork. Tiny. Y'all can do this. Itty bitty amount to get those star corners at the edge. But it's just the strips. And it's so amazing. I mean, that's, again, another one that would be amazing to use as decor for your 4th of July celebrations, or, if you've got a July baby that, is your Yankee Doodle Dandy, this is the perfect gift for them. Really. And it doesn't take days and days and days to make one of these kits. You can make it in a day.
For sure.
You can make it in a couple of hours after you make your first one, but it's a day kit, maybe 2 days if you need to pace yourself, but you can get these done pretty quick. So, there's a question from Instagram. Oh, we're on Instagram too. How fun.
Yes.
What are the best tips for eliminating the shedding and the fuzz with Cuddle? This is a great question. And I love that we're doing this with the kits, because the kits, you don't have to, they're cut for you.
You still have to cut a little bit sometimes, though, because you might be cutting your strips. You might be cutting them in half. You might be doing some different things with your strips. So yeah, what are your methods, Sheila, for eliminating the shedding and fuzz?
I cut with my SAC1 blade. So I will draw on the back of my fabric with a permanent felt tip marker, just so I can see my lines. I do that instead of rotary cutting, because if I rotary cut, then I'm going to cut the fibers on the front. And I cut from the back after drawing my lines on, and I cut with this little blade. I've got mine right here, actually. Handy dandy. I know that I know where it is really amazing. It's just a little bitty, tiny little, it's a craft knife by Olfa. See if you can see this. It's got this fun little blade on it, and this is the business end right here. I'm not going to touch it because it's sharp. And I use this to slice the backing of the fabric. And when I do this, I don't get fibers flying around. So I will use this all day long, so that I don't have fibers shedding. I don't have fuzz. The nice thing about Cuddle is that once you've cut it, even if it does get a little bit of fibers right there, it doesn't keep shedding. So your raw edges don't unravel. They don't shed more. It doesn't get threadbare. I mean, Cuddle is just really a very stable fabric. And so, Ajaire, tell us what you do with those cut edges when you have to cut them.
I vacuum them. In fact, my vacuum is sitting right here just because I use it so often. I don't like the mess. I like all the Cuddle dust to be eliminated immediately. And again, like Sheila said, it's not coming from the middle. Those fibers are really well knitted into the backing. So you're not getting shedding technically. You're just getting whatever has been cut. So any nap you've cut off is now just finding a place to live because it's not attached to the backing anymore. So I like to just zip through and vacuum it up real quick. If I'm doing a big project, like let's say I'm doing a stuffed animal with lots of different pieces that I'm cutting out, I'll trace all my pieces, and then as I'm cutting pieces out, I'll just slide them carefully over on my mat. So not shaking them wildly as I move them over, just sliding them over, then cut the next one, slide it over. Then I'll take all of those, scoop them, put them into a bag, bring the bag to my dryer, and dump them in there. They don't need to be in a bag. That's just to get them to the dryer. So They don't need to be in one of those like mesh bags or anything like that. That's just my way to transport them without getting the fluff all over the house. So I even take my whatever fabric is left over. So if I have yardage left over, I'll even put that in the bag and bring it to the dryer. Fluff it up in the dryer with no heat, just throw it in there for 10 minutes. If you're worried about any kind of static electricity, you could put a little damp cloth. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But just the act of them spinning in there takes off all that fluff. It goes right into your lint trap. So then you can just scoop that out of your lint trap and throw it right away. So all the pieces that as they come out of the dryer, they're free of all the fuzz. So I just gather everything up. I take my extra yardage that I put in there too. And now that cut edge is all nice and clean. There's no nothing coming off of that. So when I put it in my stash, I know the next time I take it out, I'm not getting covered in fluff. So if I'm doing a big project, I use the dryer. If I'm just, cutting a few things, my vacuum's always at hand.
We're super fans of that handheld vacuum. And like Ella Bly is saying that she has a central vacuum that handles the cuddle dust. And I know one of our other cuddle ambassadors, Lisa Lewick, has a central vac, and that's how she handles it. And y'all are
the only problem with a central vac though is that what I like about this is that as I'll even like hold it right onto the piece just to suck the edges off the piece. Sometimes it sucks right into here, and then the piece I can just pop this right off and grab my piece. If it's in the central vac, I'd have to go down to the basement or something to get it back, right?
I was going to say it's gone with the ghost here.
So I love the idea of a central vac. My mother has central vac, but I still, in my studio, I like to just have that, because if I accidentally suck up a pin, I can just pop it open and grab that pin from inside.
Yeah. One question Kippy asked, our friend Kippy, she's one of our cuddle ambassadors. She asked, and this is a good question, with that new flag kit, she asked if the backing's included. And with that new flag,
not for that one, because it's one of the bigger ones. Again, anything Fab 5 size, which let me double check. I think that's up to 58 inches. It's like 38 by Fabulous 5 is 38 by 58. Anything that size and bigger doesn't come with the backing, because there's so many options for backings. There's so many options for colors. In those kits, they will give you at least 3 options for what would make a good backing. So if you don't know what to choose, they're giving you guidance. But that way you can choose if you want it to be Luxe Cuddle, if you want it to be C3. There's so many different types of Luxe Cuddle you can use. Like Sheila said, the easiest way is just to grab a pre-cut in a Luxe Cuddle of whatever color you choose. But yeah, the backing does not come with the, actually, I'm saying that, and now I'm looking at it, and it looks like it does.
So on this Home of the Brave kit,
Home of the Brave does not.
And it tells you, though, which suggested colors you should pick.
It does. I'm actually looking at this right now, and it does have the backing. Look at that. It's got the whole big navy backing for it. So this is a big one, too. I mean, like I said, it comes out at 41 by 59. So this must just be a specialty one. It's the stars. So the Hide stars, it's not Hide, but it's similar to Hide. So Luxe Cuddle stars. I don't know if you guys can see those on the camera. They're embossed with stars. So that's why, because it's specifically that embossed star backing. So I'm glad you asked that, Kippy, because normally they do not when they're this big. But you're right. I was thinking that Shannon just sent me the backings because I'm going to be doing this as one of the videos soon. So I appreciate that. There is a backing in that flag one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, show us some other kits, Ajaire.
Okay, so these might be our most fun. They're like some of the newest kits, and you guys have heard us talk about them before. And I know I saw a couple people in the comments mention them. Our Cuddle Critters. So these, Sheila, what are these? Tell us all about these.
I love Cuddle Critters. So Cuddle Critters are fun because they make stuffed animals, but this is the magic of a Cuddle Critter kit. It's all pre-cut. Like, the pattern is in there, so you can use the pattern to make yours, but your first one, it's all pre-cut for you. So the only thing you need to do is put your markings so you can match up your pattern pieces, and then you get to start sewing like right away, just right out of the package. All the supplies you need is in there. I say all the supplies, all the parts you need for the elephant. There's even little eyes if you want to hand sew on the eyes or do them on the sewing machine. Those are in there. There's also a download for embroidery eyes in the kit that you could get. There's a little birth certificate
It's really
for
cute.
your baby. And there's the satin tag that has the care instructions on it. And oh my gosh.
I'm just going to open this up really quick. This is the one. So this is the Barkley, the dog. So this is the one I made. We have a video for this one that walks you through step by step. I mean, I think the video's 2.5 hours or something insane. So you can sit there and really have your hand held the entire time, or you can fast forward to whatever parts you want. But this is what it comes in the kit. You've got your really beautiful instructions, like I said, illustrated, step by step, QR code for tutorials on the back, the little birth certificate that you can print out. And in this birth certificate case, those are the cutout eyes. There's also a cutout nose in there. I used the applique nose, but I used safety eyes for the eyes. So that's why those are still in there. The tag that Sheila was talking about. And then, of course, the pattern pieces. They're on a nice big page that you can just trace out if you want to do another one. You don't have to. They're cut out for you already, which is nice. But we use these pattern pieces to match up the cutout pieces and then put our markings on. So you would just take your piece that's already been cut out, find the one that's the back, and then you'd have all exactly where to put all your markings on the pieces. So they have made this so easy to just pick something up at your quilt shop and go home and get started. They're so fast and fun, and I'm obsessed with these pieces all being cut out.
Me too. And I'll tell you, in the shops that I've been at, those kits go fast. So if you see
very fast
critter kit in your shop and you want it, don't wait. Don't sleep on it, because it won't be there long, especially if they're doing a class. Like I know that when I've done classes and I bring Harper and Barkley with me, there are no more kits left, because we talk about them and then they're gone. So get them if you see them.
For sure. Especially this past year, they kept going in and out of print just because we kept, everybody wanted them. And so sometimes when I was at a shop, they had them. Sometimes they were on back order. So it was like people were trying to this is my kit that I bring around with me. They were trying to buy this off me. I'm like, no, I promise your shop can get them. They're not going away. We're making them still.
We're making more.
yes. They'll be here soon. So yeah, they are all available now. They're not on back order now. But so far we only have 2 cuddle critters. More, I believe, will be coming. So keep your eyes open for more. They've been a big hit. And we just love them. So we're hoping that we'll have some other animals in the cuddle critters kits pretty soon.
This is a good question. Carlina asked, can we order the kits online? And yes, you can. There are several quilt shops online that are carrying the kits, the cuddle critter kits, or the regular box kits. So you can search for those and find a independent quilt shop that's carrying those. And then Billy asked, or wanted us to remember to tell you, did they tell you about how much fill is needed? So yeah, on the critter kit pattern, it tells you like how many ounces of stuffing you need for that. So we like, okay, this is just a preference thing, but because it's cuddle, we like a soft and squishy stuff. And so I like to use, it's like a 12-ounce bag of the good stuff, the silky or the royal, anything that has like that soft satiny feel. I don't like crunchy stuffing. I don't like my stuffies to be firm. Some people do, and that's cool. I like mine to be soft and squishy, because the intent that I have is that it can be squished and dragged around like a lovey, because they're meant to be loved.
Yeah, and I believe Shannon is actually coming out with a stuffing here at some point soon. So, or at least it's being developed, because I felt it and it's fantastic. If you want squishy, squishy is like, it's the best stuff ever. So hopefully that'll be released.
We can't wait for that.
Shannon, can you hear us, Shannon Fabrics? We want it. We need it.
It's just the idea of like doing it with softer, and we think about that like with our kits too. Like when you're thinking about the batting that you're going to use, if you're going to use batting, how do you keep the whole thing soft and drapey? Because a cuddle quilt is meant to be used. I mean, you can hang it on the wall if you want to. And there are some gorgeous things that people have done with
for sure.
Quilting Cuddle that are truly art quilts. But a cuddle quilt, the idea of is that we're wrapped up in it. I mean, like the people you make it for, wrapped up in it. So think about that when you're choosing your batting. Does your batting, curve around? Is it plush? Or is it stiff? So you gotta think about that. Different, whatever you're going to do with it, just think about how that stuffing or how that batting is going to interact with it.
Absolutely.
Okay, show us some more kits, Ajaire.
All right, so I also have someone was asking about another wee one for girls. This one here, this Whisker Kisses. Oh my goodness, this digital cuddle print Whisker Kisses is so cute. So let's see what we have out there in the pictures, because I don't think that one was one of the ones you put out there, but let me just scroll through these really quick. Oh, this one we hadn't seen yet. Okay. This is Hear Me Roar. This is a Crazy 8, which I just absolutely love. It's all those sort of animal prints, just really elegant looking. And that's one of the Crazy 8s, which does end up to be like, what is it, a 38 by 58, something like that?
Yeah. You know what? This was one of the first Cuddle Kits that I ever saw. Oh, and I think that set me over the edge. I was like, okay, that's gorgeous. And I love
58 by 68. Sorry, they're even bigger than I thought. And those, again, you would have to get a backing for those, but there's suggested backings, and there's a great suggested backing that does come in a pre-cut, which is super helpful.
Melinda says she's made 6 of them, 6 critters or 6 Cuddle Kits.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow. So either one. It's impressive either way.
And Ella says she's made cuddle quilts for her aunt and uncle. They're driving me crazy. Oh, they're worried about damaging them. Yeah, Ella, send them to the I Love Cuddle Fabric group. We will show you pictures of them being dragged all over the place. And I have one in my living room that my dog lays on. And I have washed, I wash everything because we have dogs. I got teenage boys. I wash the crud out of things. And I will still take it with me to classes to show how it's been through the wash. Use it, wash it, love it.
Yes, they turn out beautifully from the wash. Someone's asking if there's pillow kits. I just wanted to show the little Sweet Dreams pillow kits. Can you tell us about those at all, Sheila?
I love these kits. So these pillow kits are so cool because they've got the coordinating fabrics. You can see those in there, and they're wrapped up nice and tight. But also in the pillow kit, there are two big pillow forms, and these are the Shannon pillow forms that are so
really nice ones.
And also there are patterns in there. So there's some inspo patterns there's a QR code you scan and it goes to our website, and it takes you to a page with like 6 different patterns that you could use to make the fronts a little different using the 3 fabrics that are in there. You also have a envelope back pattern in there, and also there's instructions for putting a zipper in, and there are 3 zippers in the kit. So you could put the zipper in the bottom, across the back. I mean, there's no wrong way to do it, but you have so many options with one of these kits. And if you just get the kit and make 2 pillows that are back to back the same fabric, you have made something that is very, very, very luxurious. I mean, best nap pillows on your couch.
Absolutely. And so there's 2 pillow forms in the kit, but there's enough fabric to make 3 pillowcases for them.
Right.
So you can have one that you could swap out. It's really nice.
I love hi Connie. Connie was in one of my classes. She says the Shannon pillows are the best. They are
they really are.
They really are. Yeah. So we could talk about pillows, and there's a ton of these different pillow kits. If you're if you see them at your quilt shop and there's not one that you want, just tell them that, ask them to order it for you.
Yeah, for sure.
If they're already ordering stuff from Shannon, they can get those too.
Yeah, they're easy for them to get.
And that is something I feel like we need to keep saying. So you can't go to the Shannon Fabrics website and order yourself. Right. You got to get it through your quilt shop, because that's how Shannon's a wholesaler. And we talk about it a lot because we want you guys, the consumers, to know where to get them or how to get them. But we don't want the quilt stores worrying about like us selling direct to consumer. So go to your local quilt shop. We're all about keeping those guys, supporting that industry and making sure that they are around, because we know how sad we all get when a fabric store does not make it. So we want the stores to make it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like Sheila said, there are a few quote unquote local stores that will ship. So there are ones that do have availability online. So if you don't have anything local to you, you're not out of luck. There are options for you. You can still find those shops on that store locator that was just on the screen and is in the comments as well.
Yep. Allie asks, how big is Home of the Brave? It's 58
that
by
one's
68.
big.
It is a big kit.
It's beautiful.
It's very dramatic and awesome.
Yes. Yep. That one's 58 by 68.
Okay. Show us another one. Your favorite.
So we've got, let's see. We talked about these a couple weeks ago. This is Tiny Tails. And so if you missed that video, I did a live on Tiny Tails. There's that one. And then this, oh, that's sparkly. This one, the Tiny Tails little star, which is just too cute. And then there is a pink one that I don't know if I have a picture of here, but like sort of a pink colorway. But there's that one and this one, and then a pink one. They're the Tiny Tails Cuddle Kits. They're a little bit smaller, but they're just a great size for our favorite little friends. These ones are 29 by 41 is about what they come out to when they're finished. But in the live that we did a couple weeks ago on Tiny Tails, kind of walked you through opening up the package and how you get from, you know, beginning to end, how you would stitch those up. So those are a little bit different than just some of our regular strip quilts that we do. So we do have a video for that for you guys.
Super fun. And you know, those Tiny Tails kits, that's something that a little one is, it may be a baby shower gift, but a little one is going to be dragging that along for a long time. They're going to be going to preschool. That's their nap quilt. That may end up, you know, they're going to have that for a very long time.
And what's so nice is because, again, Cuddle is 100% polyester. It washes beautifully. It holds up. It doesn't get all raggedy like some of those blankets end up getting. It really does stand the test of time. So having a baby blanket, or, you know, your kind of lovey, your first crib blanket, not crib, but you know what I mean? The toddler bed, that toddler bed blanket, that first one they get, they can keep that forever. I mean, the thing just will last and last and last. So it's beautiful fabric to do some heirloom quality things with it.
This is a fun question. Connie asked, are they going to come out with rope kids? My store hasn't signed for the class and I want one. So, Connie, this is super fun. So a store can contact Shannon, get on the list to do a class with the robe. Okay, so the robe is a class. That's how you get that. The other place that you could do a robe kit is at one of our OSQE classes, the Original Sewing and Quilting Expo. That's a specific class at those expos, and it's a full day class. And we coordinate with a local quilt shop who's going to be there, and they are our, you know, supplier for the event. But that's where you can find the robe classes. So stores can sign up for classes. They have to go through a little process on the website to get in touch with our people. And just as a little side note, the warehouse in California, they're about to be moving. So things are a little bit crazy there. So be gracious if you're a quilt shop and they're answering the phones, but their goal is to they're packing up now, and then the last weekend of the month, I believe, they're going to move. They're going to close on a Friday, and they're moving the whole warehouse, and they'll be open back for shipping on the Monday after that, which is just insane. It's a huge feat. So you can still get all your cuddle, but just know that that's happening. And so, but classes, we can schedule classes all day long. So. Somebody asked, Shane, I hear cuddle is addictive. Yes. And are the kits affordable? Does Shannon Fabrics set the prices? You know what? The kits are super affordable for in the sewing world. A cuddle kit is a really great value because a lot of the work has been taken out of it for you. So the fabric, there's not a huge markup on the pre-cuttingness of it. But there's a little markup because we've got to pay the people that do the cutting, but it's not exorbitant. It's I think they're pretty affordable. I mean, I will buy them, and I work for Shannon Fabrics. And I still will buy a kit out in the wild, just because, you know, you want what you want when you want it, right? And
not every kit on the market out there for other companies and stuff has as much hand holding as Shannon kits do. I just feel like there's so many videos out there that will show you all the different things you can do with a kit, some fancier things, some just straight out of the kit, the directions. So I feel like the value is in that kind of thing too, like to really know how is this going to go through. There's videos that go along with things, stuff like that. I think it's definitely super affordable.
Yeah. And like Melinda said too, with a kit, you're not going to be left with oodles of leftovers that now you don't know what to do with. The kits are super efficient of using your pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love a kit. I'm a sucker for a kit.
100%. Yep.
Okay. Do you want to show us another couple of kits? Because
yeah,
I can't believe we've talked about kits for an hour.
I know.
I mean, we could talk about Cuddle all day long. Oh, I love this one. This is
the Happy Camper.
Okay, I'm a sucker for anything buffalo check too, but
it's just so cute.
It is, and it's got those campers on it, and then the trees. And are those? What is in the middle of the brown? Are those like fishing?
I think they are some fishing little scenes and stuff. It just looks really fun. We already looked at this one. That's Blissful Bouquet. Oh, this one, this Read to Me. So this is a great one. Sheila, do you want to mention this one? What happens with this Read to Me cuddle kit?
Yeah, this one's super fun. So in this kit, you get the front panel. Okay, the front piece of fabric. You get the back piece of fabric, which you can see is like a luxe, and I think that's an autumn rusty fox. You get the binding. So it's a blanket that's two-sided. So it's a real simple blanket to sew. But what you also get in here is a panel that turns into a soft book. Super cute. I mean, this is the star of the baby shower gift right here.
And this one is actually Forest. It's not the Read. Oh, it's Read to Me, but it's Forest. I was thinking it's the ABC one. Yeah. So it's Read to Me has 3 different options for these little book companion and blanket. But it comes with, you don't have to choose one or the other. It comes with enough fabric to do both.
Right.
Things, which is great.
And so there's the ABC animal one, this forest one, and then there's the farm one, which is just
barnyard. Yes, it's so cute.
So fun. And yeah, my kids they use their soft books forever. So
yep. And again, throw them right in the wash. It's Shannon Fabrics Cuddle. You can wash it. So to me, any baby things need to be able to be washed. And we had soft books that people made for us. They weren't Cuddle, that just when the girls were super young. And we loved our little soft books, and I used to throw them in the wash. Some of them I'd have to make some repairs on because the fabric isn't as sturdy as our Shannon Fabrics Cuddle is. So I just love that when you're making something like this for the kids, they can just go right into the wash without worrying about it.
Yeah. This is super cute. And I love Dawn mentions this. She says she does edge to edge embroidery on those with her embroidery machine. So that's another thing that I didn't really realize that people could do this, but you could do it. I have seen some of our Cuddle quilts long armed even, so maybe before you put the binding on, you load it to your long arm and you do your quilting on it. You load it in your embroidery machine. You absolutely could do it after it's all done. There's nothing wrong with that either. So if you want to add some quilting, especially if your batting requires some quilting, then you could do that. With the strip flip method, you are quilting through all the layers already. So you have enough quilting, but if you wanted to add some of that dimension and texture that long arm or machine embroidery edge to edge adds to it, you absolutely could. That makes it really special. That just takes it up a whole other level.
I do like on some of the ones like this where it has a larger panel section. I've definitely seen people go in as they sew the strips together and do some quilting just in the individual strip sections. So it gives you a great place to highlight some fun embroidery.
Yeah. And panels like that are really good practice too. So for those of you that are new to quilting, okay, one of the things that you do when you're learning how to quilt is you practice sewing straight lines. And so you can do all of this on your sewing machine. You can just stitch on those straight lines and then it looks like it's pieced and quilted, but you didn't work that hard. So yeah. Oh, great. Stephanie says she's got that one on her daughter's bed. Oh, fun.
I bet it's so cute. This one was one of my favorites like a year or so ago. I just think this one is so sweet.
I do love that. Petal Pastures is the name. So the cows and the flowers. And Ellis says, I think it's so easy to make a cuddle quilt on a long arm. It sews the cuddle with ease and it looks great. It does. Mm-hmm. It really does. And that's going to give your backing another layer of texture as well. You know?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So, Stephanie says those are a great beginner project. They absolutely are. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the, low-hanging fruit into cuddle.
It's the entryway, right? That's how we get you in, right?
Yeah, we suck you in, we draw you in.
We do have a few little playmat kind of things too. I love this one. My Lammy is just super cute, and there's a penguin one as well, and they're pretty big. I mean, they come out. This says 27 by 35, so they get pretty. That's a pretty large size, and they're just super cute.
Yeah. And now the Lammy, the penguin, and the giraffe, those aren't pre-cut, but all of the things that you need to do it, the pattern and stuff is in the kit. So it's we want to hold your hand to do this because we don't not know how to do it. Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay. Any other kits?
I think we've made it through them. Yep. I think we've made it through them all.
This is just a sampling of the quilt kits that are available.
For sure.
There are so many. And if you've made one, post it in the I Love Cuddle Facebook group so we can have a little quilt, strip quilt conversation today. Or if you've taken the idea of a strip quilt because you've seen the pattern for the different variations on the Shannon Fabrics website and you've done something different, we want to see that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So fun. So fun. Okay. So we probably have some winners, and our winners, remember our winners, we're going to do what, Ajaire?
You're going to be able to pick out a quilt kit. So any of these, well, it doesn't have to be a quilt kit. It could be a cuddle critter. One of the cuddle kits, you can pick them out. I'm showing you guys the cuddle log there. I think it's so cute that they call it the cuddle log. So this is a catalog of pre-cuts and kits from Shannon. You can't buy right from the catalog, obviously, because this is, Shannon's a wholesaler. But I love looking through this. That's what I've been referencing when I've been finding the sizes for you guys. But yeah, you get to pick out one of your choice if you are the winner today. So we'll have Kristen pull those up on the screen soon here. And then I'm just kind of taking
I love Hippie is saying that Lammy was her first cuddle project. That was what hooked her. And then Heidi made the penguin. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sandy says there's nothing as luxurious as cuddle. And you're right. There really isn't. And I love cuddle for so many reasons, but it is absolutely the most luxurious thing ever. Okay. So we've got some winners. Ajaire, read them off to us.
We got Shauna Rosemarie, Kathy Neal, and Amy Profeta. So you're just going to email info@shannonfabrics.com, name, shipping info, and phone number. You want to put live winner in the subject line so we're able to grab it right away for you. And then we'll be in touch with you guys to figure out which kit you want for your prize.
All right.
And then once you've done your kit, when you get that kit, don't be afraid to open it. Yeah. Find a video to help you that's paired with it. Find a way to get over that hump of opening those kits and getting them started, and then share with us when you do out on the I Love Cuddle Fabric Facebook group.
Right. And in that I Love Cuddle Facebook group, I mean, we keep talking about it, but really, if you get a kit and you get stumped with anything, post questions in there. We've got 36 ambassadors plus
and counting. Staff. I mean, more and more all the time.
Staff from Shannon Fabrics, 24/7. You can get your question answered in there. So it's a great place to get real-time help. We want to help.
You'll often get several ambassadors answering your question. We're out there. We're excited. We're in there, the group, because we get inspiration from you guys posting too. So we're out there all the time. So anytime you've got a question, it'll get answered. Trust me.
It will. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Ajaire, it's fun to talk about cuddle. Yeah. It's fun to talk about the kits. So
I know. I can't believe we actually made it through the ones we picked out.
I know.
I thought for sure we would just go on and on and on and on. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is too many. We're not going to talk too long. So we made it through.
Yeah. What's happening next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday is
our product preview, isn't it?
Product preview. Yep. It's going to be.
So y'all tune in this time next Tuesday to see new fabrics, new kits, new things that Shannon Fabrics is coming with. And
then the following week is me doing the Let Freedom Ring flag kit on the regular machine. And then the last, that fifth, where there's actually a fifth Tuesday this month. So that's the one where Christina's going to come in and she's going to show us all her tips for doing that same kit, but on the long arms. So I'm really excited about that one.
That's right. And next Tuesday, actually, yeah, the product preview, remember Ginger's going to do it. Ginger's our education
so excited.
intro. So y'all are going to want to tune in for that. That's going to be super fun.
She's in her new studio. So I'm excited to see her studio and all her little setup and all that. So it's going to be great.
Okay. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Ajaire, for talking about Cuddle with me.
Yes, I always love talking sewing with you.
Okay. Happy sewing, everybody. And we will see you next week.